guys, this is Svetlana from Comic Cosplay, and this is part 3 of my monk making of video series from Final Fantasy XIV. And today I'm going to show you how to make some foam armor. Not Worbla, foam armor. Foam armor. Foam armor.
Oh, Kamo used foam for her costume pieces? That's impossible!
Actually, no, this was my material I used for all the parts. That's EVA foam, and it's super cheap, flexible, lightweight, and you will find a link in the video description below. Foam, what else is lightweight and flexible? Oh yes, books, cosplay crafting books, lightweight, flexible, and helpful. Buy my books! And now, let's start the video. As always, I used my own in-game character for reference. Since I wanted my armor to be a bit darker though, I based my colors more on the original artwork. To begin, I tried to figure out the right pattern for the pauldron. I traced my sketch on 5mm EVA foam, cut the pieces out, sanded the edges a bit, and connected them using contact cement. By heating the foam up, I could also shape it properly. Sadly, my first try turned out too long and too large, so I had to adjust my shape and do it all over again. I repeated all previous steps and also cut out some material from the inside. This helped me to get better curves for my shoulder armor. Next, I needed a pattern to fill up the gap. This seems to fit. I placed more cuts inside and glued the piece on top of the snout. Yes, this will be actually a snout. Snout. And here will be the eyes. Yeah, I know, it looks weird, but keep on watching. Now I had to blend my parts together using my Dremel, and finally I could start with the details. First, I drew them on my original pattern. Then I cut them out, traced them on 5mm EVA foam, dremeled them into shape and glued them on. This step took me ages, so much sanding. Since I had two pauldrons with two identical sides each, I actually had to dremel every single detail 4 times. After I was done, I just added the bottom parts, glued on a few more edges, and heat sealed the foam with my heat gun. It took 2 full days to finish both shoulder pieces, but I think it was worth it. Last but not least, I primed the foam with Plastidip. I applied a thick first layer, let it dry, and repeated the step 2 more times. The knee armor worked pretty much the same way. I drew a few freehand patterns, traced them on EVA foam, glued all pieces together, and dremeled some pretty ornaments. As always, contact glue was just perfect to stick the pieces together. Luckily, this costume part was pretty simple compared to the pauldrons. Even the beveled edges were done quick. Now I just connected the bottom and top parts of the knee armor, added the last details, and this part was also done. Yay! So let's treat it with Plastidip as well. Now you know what to do, so let's keep the foot armor short. I glued all pieces together, shaped them with heat, more layers, sanded the edges with my Dremel, and glued them on. Woo! Next up, Benny's paint job. First, he took his airbrush and some color and covered all armor pieces in a thick golden layer. After that, he took a regular brush and added brown shadows all around the ornaments. As a final step, he also took a really fine brush and traced all the swirls with a dark brown. This already looked pretty good. Now he taped off the bottom parts, sprayed it with brown and dry brushed bronzer on top. And finally he sealed his paint job with a satin gloss spray varnish. Well, and that's how all the other armor pieces were painted as well. First gold, and then some shadows. Ta-da! Super simple. Since foam is so lightweight, the attachments couldn't have been easier. All I needed was to hot glue Velcro tape to the inside of my armor pieces and also to sew on some more on my dress and boots. Sticks perfectly. The foot armor was held in place just by using magnets. It's really super easy. The bracers were a bit different. I created a base out of Worbla and craft foam and covered it with brown furniture leather. Afterwards I cut out a piece of 2mm EVA foam, added glue on top and attached some yellow fabric from my monk costume. I folded the material around the edges and glued this part on top of the bracer. Finally I stuck on the remaining golden foam pieces. And to keep the bracers on my hands, I glued in a few belts with Velcro tape. And at last it was time to try the costume on. I got into my shoes, slipped into my dress and put on my wig. Ready for the Final Fantasy FanFest! This event was so much fun. I even found a super cute fat chocobo. So cute! And this was the final result. Thanks a lot for the amazing photos, Studio Sahara. I really hope you liked this video. As you can see, you don't need to make every single armor piece out of Worbla. EVA foam is amazing as well. And if you still have any questions, just leave me a comment. Also, for more videos, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to support me, check out my Patreon. And as always, buy my books. Bye bye!